Morning peeps. Got a different view today. It looks weird, really weird. But this is the only way I can do it. Like, I'm resting the laptop on my desk so that I can read stuff off my computer because we're doing vibrating today. I need it today, so I thought I'd share this with you because it's really, really good. The information is so good. It can change my state completely. I'm introducing somebody else who lives over this side of the place. He hasn't got a name actually. It's my sister gave me that. Really cute little cat. And of course, Fluffy. Ooh, this is different. Look, different. You got things to do. Okay. You've got the wider screen somehow doing it like this. I'd love to spend all day just playing. Really learn how to do it really well, like Tim can do it. Really, bring them alive, make them say stuff, and it'd be so good, so good. One day, right? Okay, so right, yeah. Because I practiced it, I thought I'd already said it. I'm mad at that. Right. This is I'm going to start with like guidance from my spirit. They say it's riskful. Feeling that you can't do something. Okay, that's risky. Your safety is to raise your vibe, and then you're not avoiding us. They're saying you're raising your vibe. You're connecting with the universe and power and stuff. It's when you're doing stuff that makes you feel bad or you feel you can't do stuff. You're cutting everything off. All that power that's available to you. It's like they can't come to you for some reason. Spirit can't come to you unless you're in a positive state, unless you know that they can. You can get help. You've got to know it, kind of thing. That's why people, when they pray, their prayers aren't answered unless they know that they will be. You've got to really know it. I mean, I've asked apparently the angels are only here to help us. That's their job, literally, to help us. So you can ask them anything and you can receive. It's worked for me. One day I was feeling really bad, and I was quite often I ask them when I'm in the bathroom for some reason. That's my place of asking the angels. I was feeling really bad, and they said a word to me. I can't remember what it was, but it reminded me of feeling. I wasn't allowing my feelings. It's like, yeah, instantly that worked for me. That was right for me. I'll say something different to you if that doesn't mean anything to you. I'll tell you exactly what you need, but you've got to know. But I've asked for things before, nothing seems to happen, right? That's because I wasn't centered inside myself and remembering to know, because I do know that all this stuff is true, you see. So that's the secret there. Okay, so tension and stress are drugs, and I talked about that before in another video. I couldn't remember the words behind it or how it goes, but I dug out some of my old notes, and they're so good, and I'm really glad I'm reminding myself of them. You're avoiding the drugs because you're avoiding yourself and your feelings, kind of thing. You're avoiding your feelings. You're not acknowledging what you're feeling, and then allowing the feelings to be around, kind of thing. You can just like learn to allow feelings, kind of thing, and not have to give in to them somehow, and then carry on and realise they're feelings and they're from the past. They're not the real you. They're not active so much now, kind of thing. The intensity is from when you were little and you were powerless, kind of thing. So, right, and get clear who's in charge. Remember who you really are, and which is the grandest version that you can possibly imagine of yourself. So, I'm kicking my leg here. It's like nervous. I've not done this before. It's like something new. Neil Donald Walsh talks about the grandest version, the greatest vision of the grandest version of who you really are, kind of thing. That is you, because everything is, one. Everything's energy. Like my breath goes in and out. Like when does it stop being breath out there, air, and become me, kind of thing? When it's in my cells, or what point? and then I breathe it out again. What point? Everything's connected. Everything's energy. Like trees come growing, and leaves fall, they rot into the ground. So what point does it cease to be the tree and become the ground? Everything's cycling around all the time. Nature, everything. So we are God as well, and so that's why you imagine the grandest version of yourself, kind of thing, because that's the truth. You've got access to all this power. You see. So remember who you really are, the grandest version, and in the morning say hi to your higher self. Is a good one, and your little kind of thing. Realise that you've got your adult, ordinary you kind of thing. And you've got your little you who's really scared, maybe from the past, or wants to have fun or whatever. You see your little as. Everyone's got different littles, different problems, kind of thing, different stuff from the past, conditioning, and and the fact that we've got all these angels, guardian angels, protectors, helpers. The whole universe is trying to help you all the time. It's like natural healing. Your body heals itself. It's sorry, my phone making noise. Your body's naturally healing itself all the time. The universe is trying to give you what you want all the time. We just push it away with our minds because we're born into the opposite of what we really are. Right, gratefuls. So in the morning, remember there's all these different parts to you and all this help that can come to you. Being grateful, of course, is a good one. Lots of people talk about that. It's just, I had trouble getting on board with it at first, but sometimes it's really good. Just like imagining things could be so much worse. That can, really can make you think, oh yeah, I'm so lucky. The situation is as it is, kind of thing. So sometimes I can feel really, really good being grateful. Not always though, it don't always work for me. Visualise your best self, where you want to be and what you want to be, who you want to be, and take action and enjoy, because when you take action you get clarity and you get guidance, kind of thing. Safety is to raise vibe. Stress and tension, drugs, just going over some more stuff. And when you're stressed and you're tense, going over stuff I said before, but when you're stressed and tense, you're going into your little, you're going into the past kind of thing, powerless you. And you're avoiding spirit, which is your true source of power. They said spirit, it's like your soul, I suppose, but it's all the same thing. It's spiritual. All the rest of the world that's available to us. You're avoiding all that when you're stressed and tense, like me right now. Right. And it's crazy to avoid your true source of power. And it's only available to you through like relaxation and enjoyment and going after your joy. Like if you're in a negative vibe, you're cutting it all out. Your real power, that's crazy. That's insane. You know what I mean? And going after your joy, breathing, noticing your energy flow. When we stress and tense up, we're avoiding our power. I must, I'm noticing I'm really attached to explaining things properly. I've got to let go and just say stuff because I'm just spending too much time, get too heavy about things. Just say stuff and trust that you'll understand, because otherwise I'm lowering my vibe when I'm doing that, I think. Okay, and also, so a sip of water. Oh, I can just pause it. Oh no, didn't I?